Oh. Oh, yes, we did begin here, didn't we? Oh, for fuck's sake, past Lara. Hello everyone, welcome back to Tomb Raider 2, The Golden Mask. The DLC to Tomb Raider 2. In the last episode, we made our way to this base, this Russian base anyway, in the search for the Golden Mask. However, this group called Avalanche are already here, trying to take the mask before we can. But we can't have any of that, can we, Lara? We need to go down here, and we need to fuck shit up. Look at the attention of detail here. Oh my god. Her ponytail is floating in the water behind her head. That was like the animation of game 2. Oh my god. That's attention to detail that no one needed but the devs, so I appreciate you. But yes, we are going to continue. Last episode was quite short, so... I think we're going to have quite a short one too here. Save the game. And get out the which gun? Oh no! Okay, we can't use that. A pistol as it is. I'm a little bit worried about using the pistols here. Oh, there's dogs. Back. I'm sorry. I have to do it. I know you're just a puppy, but I have to. They're actually great. They're actually great hounds, so I don't feel too bad about... No, I do. Actually, that's a lie. Oh. Okay, he's an idiot. He's got a shotgun. He's so slow. Yes! Oh, beautiful. Endearingly beautiful. Lovely jubbly. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Fuck! Okay, there you go, you got me. Okay, these guys have less HP than the other guys do. Maybe they realised I wouldn't have that much ammo at the beginning of this level, considering how many guys I had to kill last time. Well, either way we did it. We got through the combat encounter without much of a damn to deal with, for the most part. I was expecting these levels to be a lot longer than they actually are, considering Tomb Raider 1's DLC levels are quite long. Is this John Russian man? Probably. Oh, okay, well, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going for a swim. Oh! Oh wait, hold on. You've made a mistake here, game, designing this room this way, because I can just do this. Is he not going to show himself? Never mind, he was smart. But what I can do is when this guy comes into the room, I can jump down. Oh, what? He came back. He did come back. I got to remember that Lara will not run and jump off unless she's at the edge of the platform. Come back, Mr. Greyhound. I think they're greyhounds. I don't know if that's their actual names. They could be. But those dogs are scary. Because I feel like they could actually like tear your jugular if they wanted to. They just look scary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that like they're cute. They're probably good boys, but I can't handle them. Is he ever gonna come back? I don't think he is. Okay then. Oh no! Yeah, that did it. They don't have that much HP to be fair. I think that this area definitely is allowing me to use my pistols and not the other guns. It isn't requiring too much of me right now, should do appreciate. But as I said before, Tomb Raider 1's DLC levels were quite long. They were quite chunky boys. Oh, for fuck's sake, Lara. I want to go into the pool every 3 seconds. We had a bunch of levels in Atlantis and in Egypt, and they were all around an hour each. But the last episode was quite short compared to this, which again I don't mind. It kind of gives a bit of a break from recording, which I do kind of want. Well, shorter recording sessions anyway. Like, one of the things I'm trying to get out of the habit of doing, if I do have recording time, I'll just record what I wanted to record. Oh, no! Oh, no! That's the flamethrower guy, isn't it? Oh, no! Right, well, what I want to do is I want to get behind him, because if he starts shooting me with that flamethrower, I'm fucked. Wow. Someone called the pest organization because, wow, we got some fucking sucklers over here. They were awful. All they took were 2 shots of the old shotgun. The old shotgun. I have very much enjoyed these levels so far. They've been fun and not too difficult compared to the base game in some spots. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I saw John Mann, so I want to save. Even though I don't need to, I don't want to save. Where are we going, John Mann? No, Lara, no. No. But no, I am enjoying the length of these levels so far. And as I said before, I am trying to get more into the habit of just recording the episodes rather than having a recording session kind of length. Because that means I can have shorter sessions and I can end up doing other things. Like, I've kind of got more recently back into playing more video games, like on my own time. So I've been playing some Stellar Blade, which is a game that I've been wanting to play for a fair bit because I know that Maelstrom enjoyed it, and I'm also a Souls man myself. But I will say this fairly. Lara, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, Lara Croft. I will say this with all honesty with Stellar Blade, I don't think that game is great. The fact is, I had to do a number of things in that game to make it more playable. So I am a very pro-narrative person. I'm a person who, if a game puts the narrative in front of your face, I will give attention to it because the game wants me to. And Stellar Blade very much wants to tell its narrative, instead of it being very action-focused. You can tell this because a game like Devil May Cry 5 is just goofy and fun. It has a narrative, but it isn't trying to be anything too crazy. And that works quite well for it. But with a game like Stellar Blade, to have a narrative that, in my opinion, is the driest thing I have encountered since, I don't know, maybe Atomic Heart? It behooves me how bad the narrative is in that game. Not to mention that the English dub voice acting is extremely bad. Like, it's dry, it's nonsensical, because the localization isn't great either. It's just this mishmash of weird, inconsistent tones that don't really work well together. But that's the narrative. That's why I don't like the narrative. The gameplay is very good. I will say the gameplay is definitely that game's saving grace. When I am in a combat encounter or fighting a boss, I'm having a very good time with the combat. I think it's very good. Now, whether I think that combat system is, you know, excellent and enough to redeem the game is something to be more desired. I think the game's combat is fine, but I definitely kind of fall into an issue with it where I think that it feels a little bit simple for the most part. Like, there's a whole bunch of systems in the game, and they all kind of play into each other quite well. But nothing you collect in the world feels like it's having too much bearing on the overall, like, progression. Or at least there's very little complexity tied to it. You upgrade your fluids, you upgrade you upgrade your sword, you upgrade your drone. And these upgrades are very useful, which is, you know, good for progression. But the majority of the items that you collect in Stellar Blade are all tied to cosmetics. And I don't know if that's because it's based, you know, that game is from the same people who made Infinite Nikki. But it very much kind of makes me not want to collect anything because I don't care about cosmetics. Especially if you go down the angle of they're just there to make that person look beautiful. And it kind of takes away from the narrative a bit that we have this angle of like weird like fucking Guna bait reward system. So it's very hard for me to say what I like about Stellar Blade. But that was before the final act of the game where the game finally started to get good, which is shocking to me. It took, well, it took them going to like a really cool area to finally make the game good. And I'm just sitting there like, why couldn't it just be in the entire game? Cut out all the fluff concerning like the giant open world areas and this weird like connection, like connecting tissue to Final Fantasy VII's kind of vibe of the slums, and you'd have a great like 10-hour action game. But for some reason we needed to add all these elements in it that just kind of feel that they don't build upon each other, and it makes the overall experience of playing the game extremely bland. Not to mention the characters are very, very boring as well, so I just can't get attached to any of them. So I just don't really know how to feel playing that game. Like, do I think it's a good video game? In spots, but for the overriding majority of the game, I was just a bit bored, and I wanted to play something else. I don't think it helps, to be fair, with that game, that I was also thinking about the Arkham Batman games at the time. After Legacy of the Dark Knight, I wanted to watch someone going through the Arkham games, and I've been doing that kind of in the background, watching them go through Origins, Asylum, and now City. And it's made me want to replay Knight. So all I've been thinking about playing Stellar Blade is, man, I wish I was playing Arkham Knight right now. Wish I was playing a game that I'd like.
No.
No. No. What does that say? What does that say? I kind of want to check it out. It says threat with an exclamation mark at the end. Okay. I don't know why it says that on it, but it does. If only I had M16 ammo. I have a little bit, but not enough. Why old twats are they? Because they have the advantage of range on me and the high ground, so I can't shoot at them really. And they can just shoot at me willy-nilly basically from up there. Yep, case in point. Yep. No. I need to get through without taking too much damage, which is going to be hard considering this game's a penis right now. By doing this. There is M16 ammo on that crate. If I can get to that, that would be Christmas. Jump back, jump back, jump back. Okay, we got a bit more. So all I need Lara to do right now is actually shoot at them, but I don't know where they are. They're right there, they're right above there. Right. Yes! Oh, Lara Croft! Oh, that... Oh. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever... Okay, that was pretty good. That was up there with me backflipping over a boulder in the first game. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Look how far we've come. Look how much better we've gotten at Tomb Raider. I wouldn't have been able to do that in the first game. John Mann would have scared me too much. But now we're better, we're stronger. Oh... What an absolute delight. What a Christmas miracle. So yeah, I've been watching someone go for the Arkham games, and it kind of reminds me how much I love those games. There was a period in my life after Arkham Knight came out where, for some reason, I just became ambivalent to the Arkham trilogy, but those games, man, they weren't necessarily a part of my childhood, but they were. Ooh. Ow, ow. It's fine, we're alive. Breakfast burrito. Right, turn around. Lara, if you kill crows, they're gonna remember you forever. Actually, no, they're dead. They can't remember you. Sorry, Mr. Crow. Russell Crowe. I had to do it. Like when they T-pose and they die. But those games are fantastic. Like, just on a gameplay level, like an absolute love letter to the Batman animated series, which again, I haven't actually really watched too much of, but I do love those games because I'm a big Batman fan. When Gotham Knight came out, I was like, oh, get me in there. And then I realized it was shit. Which was crazy to me because those devs made Arkham Origins, which I really liked as well. Whoa! Fuck me, John, man! Fuck me! You scared the actual shit out of this. Another one. Oh, fuck off! No. No. Oh, yes, let's just spawn more enemies up there without Flower knowing about it. There was literally no way I could hide there either. Like, I couldn't go to the side to avoid that. I had to just take damage. What a bunch of horse shit. See, that was because I was panicking. Ooh, John, man. Yeah, they're tricky little twats here, aren't they? With the fucking enemy spawning, like, on your face. Stop it. Oh, Lara! Sorry, Mr. Crows. You asked for it. They're the eyes in the sky for the Russian military, I guess. Or the Soviet Union. What if they are there? What if they like got little cameras inside of them and that's how they're hunting us down, that's how they know. Shit. Oh my god. They're gonna find out. They're gonna know who I am. Right, so another John man spawns when I walk over here. Can't even hear him, he's already here. Right. Oh shit, there he is. No! No! And then John Man's gonna spawn behind me. Enter theater, mark left. No. Where is he? Where's John Man? And now he spawns over here, game. Is it only if I pick up that item? No. Yeah, no, I think it is actually. What the fuck, game? Why would you design it that way? Oh yes, let's design it so that when Flower picks up a shotgun shell, then enemy. No, Lara, don't do that. What do you get? What do you get for being a penis? Doesn't a dog also spawn here? No, only a man. I mean, dogs would also have to get across the rooftops here, which would be very, very hard for them. Right, okay, so we've got a number of doorways we can go through here. Let's go for the first one over there, and then we'll sequentially go up to each of them. Maybe we'll finally find out what the warning sign means. Or not the warning, the... What does it say? Oh, I've already forgotten what... Threat! It was threat. Threat! Like, the ambience here by now has me really worried. This is a giant Russian base. I just want to say that now. And there's like an actual, like, castle too. Oh, on the other side of that now. Game, I'd love a better camera angle. Oh, that's not a very good angle for Lara. Okay, so that. And then Pistola. I've already been here before. Wait. I have already been here before. What the f... I'm so confused right now. No, wait, yeah, this is the engine room. I've already walked through this room before. What? So what does this say? There's more Russian over here. It says Melnikov. Is that the compound we're in right now? I mean, it must be, right? I'm making sure that I unpause after doing those translations, because I did have that thing happen recently where I lost a bit of recording because I forgot to unpause. So it's good practice for me to use the pause button, because this is what always happens whenever I do like recordings. I always go for this loop of, I usually get quite comfortable with the recording structure. Don't really use the pause button as much, or I'd usually just edit it out. And then eventually I forget that I paused the game at one point, and then I reap the consequences of that and lose like 15 minutes of footage. Now, luckily, I usually look over the OBS constantly to make sure everything is working tip-top. But sometimes I get caught out like that, and whenever that happens, I always go, fucking hell. Like, maybe I should have a thing that says pause on, pause off, and then it reminds me when I've got pause on for too long, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so we need a circuit board here. Yeah, I recognize that because we've already done one of those. And when we first encountered one of those in the Opera House, I was so confused. But I know what to do now because I've done it before. We can learn from that. So yeah, I'm getting close to finishing Stellar Blade, and I have like one final criticism, and it's a very minor one. This game has a mechanic in it. That has a mechanic in it called instant death. So they've added in. Oh, you did a lot of damage to me, you fucking bitch. Appropriate naming terminology too, by the way. But yeah, they introduced this insta-kill mechanic in like one of the last bosses in the game. At least I think we're in the last part of the game. Where you need to shoot these nodes as the boss is doing some ranged attacks. If you do not shoot them in time, the boss will use an insta-kill move that you have no way of avoiding. Now, shooting them is not the problem here, chat. Shooting them is generally not the problem here. They're a bit annoying because she still does range attacks while you're trying to hit the things, and the gun automatically targets her, not the nodes, so you always have to constantly readjust whenever you want to aim. So it's not great, but it's not terrible either. I don't hate that part. The part that I hate, however, is the fact that the ammo in this game is finite. It's non-fungible. Which means, chat, when you're fighting said boss, if you run out of ammo before that insta-kill mechanic happens, you're dead. Because there's no way to get that ammo back. Now, there are solutions to this that you might think about. One of the big ones being, there's a mechanic in that game called the WT pump, which allows you to come back to full HP once per encounter, kind of like Shadow State, kind of like Sekiro. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! No game, no! No! Oh! Where am I gonna spawn? Okay, I entered this room, good. What an awful place to fight this guy. They weren't thinking about this, were they? Right, well, I'm bringing out the shotgun, because there's no other way I'm gonna beat this guy. Oh no, John Mouse. I mean, like, I don't even get a chance, because he has auto fucking driving. Which means he can just constantly readjust whenever he wants. It's not fun. Not a fun mechanic really to deal with. It reminds me of the one when we encountered him earlier, where John Mann was also being as much of a bellend. You twat. I'm getting nibbled on by a rat. I can't even go. If I go round, he's gonna shoot. What the fudge? That's utter bollocks, that is. What can men do against such reckless hate? Against such reckless jet slay? Generally, what does the game want me to do here? Because he's just going to instantly kill me when he shoots me. I'm dead. I'm not dead. The boy who lived. Yes! Oh no! Oh, you fell off your jet sleigh. See, you can't get any finances out of that because you technically were on a moving vehicle without a seatbelt on, so it's your own fault really for dying there. I'm sorry. Hate to say it. You hate to see it. Oh, John Man is waiting for me at the security door. Right, well I am gonna head over there, but I'm gonna finish going through this room first. Can I take the jet sleigh with me? Can I take the jet sleigh with me? I don't know what the camera's doing right now. Wait, what? Hello? Remember how we encountered that weird big boy at the end of the last level and that the game hasn't addressed that? Oh, hi. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic. Was this one man? John Man versus Floor Reverie. Name me a more. Oh, this bat's gonna fucking nibble at me. Yes, let's introduce these enemies. What a great idea. Look, I don't want to kill the mice, but they're literally homing in on me. I don't know why. I don't know how the Russians trained the mice to attack me, but they did. Like enemy, like brainwashed mice. And if they kill Lara, they get like cheese out of it, if they do. Damn, I wish I could train some mice, and that would make my job a lot easier. Like, the amount of small places they can fit in, they can get me all the keys I need. It'll be like in Cinderella. That extended part in that movie where we just watched the mice run around for like 15 minutes for some reason. And I was just kind of sitting there like, okay, well, this is one of the Disney movies of all time. Oh! This is the stupidest mechanic in a video game. Because the devs know what they've got here. They know what they've done. They've added a thing where I'm standing there stationary so the game can just whack me if it wants to. Oh my god! Okay, this room looks like it's made for a jet sleigh, to be fair. Can I get a cool music to play here? Bum 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 bum. I mean, I can get a jet sleigh now, but it's in the other fucking room. He's coming, isn't he? He's here. He's here. Oh my god. No! 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 Like, what? Hi. Oh! All the damage there was from contact damage. Okay, no. He can't work out how to shoot me here. This is kind of wonderful, actually. Oh, he can't. The AI doesn't know what to do. We should play this music. Where is it? Hold on. He takes a fair few shots with this gun. Like, he hasn't got any armor on. All he's got is the jet sleigh. No.
No.
Make a remix of Lara saying no. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm in a completely different area right now. Okay, I'm glad you fell in there and not somewhere else. Oh, hello. Okay, I am glad he went into the water because I wouldn't have found that otherwise. What is this? What? Where am I? Where am I going? Okay, I cannot see a lever, so there's meant to be a lever in here, game. I don't know where I'm meant to be looking. Oh, there's also ammo down there. I'll be grabbing some of that cheeky bit of ammo. So I've heard some criticisms regarding the new Tomb Raider game coming out soon. That it doesn't really capture the magic of the original. And I am not one to argue with that, because I think the original game is something special. Like, I had a wonderful time with that game, and I have enjoyed this one almost equally for kind of different reasons. But the main criticism I heard was kind of clunky controls, which, to be fair, is this game's bread and butter. Because, like, while I think that the climbing is kind of unique, it is not, you know, comfortable to deal with. Like, you do need to get really good at it. I guess once you get good at it, you can kind of get comfortable with it, but for the most part, the climbing doesn't really work well when you're dealing with a bunch of enemies and you're trying to avoid them. Like, I know that you got the dodge button, but like that's not going to work when you're in a giant open world room and they have all the hitbox and you don't have any. What? Oh no! Not number 3! Come on! Oh. Nice job, Lara, dodging that. I was wondering how I was going to do that, but I ended up being able to avoid it pretty well. Those guys don't have a lot of HP, so as long as you can get a good distance away from them, you should be able to kill them without taking any damage. But that's when you're fighting one of them. If you're fighting more than one, then it becomes more of a problem because you don't have the room you need to deal with them. It becomes more so a game of, can you work out exactly where you need to go to avoid his attack? Like, it's a very precise game of platforming. Got this, haven't I? Yeah, I do.
No.
Oh, Lara. That's why they showed me that image, didn't they? Because that's where I need to go next. I don't know where that is. I've seen that go. Oh. No. 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 Who designed these enemies? Generally, who designed them? Who? That? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Because this room... Oh. Wait. Wait, hold on. Did he have the card I needed? No, he didn't. Why is this here, then? What? So I had to leave. The enemy that I needed to use the card spawns in, and then I can go back immediately. What? Also, I see you out there, John Man. I'll be with you in a minute. He must have walked through the... But how? I guess he had a card, right? And that's how he got through. That makes sense, you know, logistically. But on every other merit, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, fuck. Okay, now you see what I was talking about. Wait, can I even climb this? No. He fucking can, no. Oh god, there's so many John men here. I mean, I did say that you know, the DLC was usually more combat heavy, and if there's one thing Tomb Raider 2 loves, is combat. So we're gonna get even more of it here. I don't even feel like I'm in the right place right now. Like, I feel like I'm in a completely different side tangent. Oh no. I'm gonna save every 2 seconds, because those guys can insta-kill me. Doesn't matter how much health I have. Oh, Bowels. Yeah, I know your tricks, game. But are you gonna spawn a third Bowels? No, you're not. You're actually quite nice. Oh, it was that card. Thank God. I was ready to hear say no. No! No. 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 No! One of my favorite Palpatine lines. Okay, right, so. This is a bit of a problem, because they have flamethrowers and I have to climb up, which is an entire animation, chat. I can't just not climb up here. So what I need to do is I need to work out how to climb up here and not instantly die. Which is a bit difficult to work out, to be honest, because they have all the movement and all the time to get to me, and the climbing animation is really slow. So I'm going to do this. If I die, it was nice knowing all of you. Go. And then the shotgun. And then the turnaround. Oh. Where are they? Where did they go? Right, so now you see the problem, don't you, chat? Because they can just do that and I'm dead. There's no, you might survive in this. There is a, you will die if you try. And then you will die again. I need to lure them around the corner, but they're not going to move because they know they're in the perfect position to shoot me. Never mind, they're idiots. There's 2 of them. And we're done. Oh god, they brought the rats! The rats! Where the rats? Those are dead. They had nothing on them. There is something about the way this area is designed which is making me really uncomfortable. Just how claustrophobic it all is. Then it suddenly opens up. And you could be fighting like 15 John men in one room. I will have no time to prepare for that. If I didn't have this saving system, we would not be playing this game right now. Thank God for this saving system. I mean it. Oh, they're playing this music. Nice, Lara. Now, can I see him? Yes. That's how you fucking do it, man. That's how you fucking do it. Is that a skull? Is that the crystal skull? Aha. Okay, so those are the collectibles in this DLC. I have found a total of 1 of them. Lara, please climb the lake. You did something really cool there. Okay, the camera does not know what to do here. Oh, great. We've got to kill him again, but it's not going to be too much of a problem, fingers crossed, because we just did what we did last time. It's very annoying that that happened. Turn. Bring out the M16-1. What was the M16? She stopped shooting him. That really scared me. Oh, look at his bones. You get to die in the exact same place. You get to become bone friends of him. Great. I really enjoy some things in this game where I do really cool things and I just do that and just walk off the edge. Just very well done, Flower. I think you really found your niche here where you do something really cool, then you do that. And you really fuck up. I think we're dead again. For fuck's sake, why is this section so hard? It's not hard. I'm just being an idiot. I'm not being careful. Like, I'm doing this jump flawlessly, and now I'm being given, like, some other, like, paradigm of, like, working out what to do here, and I'm just flubbing every single second that I could actually be doing well here, and I'm screwing it up. Like, go forward. You... Go forward! What are you doing? The sad thing is, the Bone Man doesn't get a friend anymore because we had to reset. I'm sorry, Mr. Bones. I know you wanted a new friend, but you can't have one. I know I could save when I get up there, but let's save down here just in case there's going to be one more surprise up here. Oh, I can't. I hope it's John Flamethrower Man. Okay, so I need to ask again. That section back there where I got that keycard off that guy, that felt really weird, chat, didn't it? Like, why did that happen? Because I felt like I was meant to go back in the previous area, but I didn't have to. Unless I do have to, and then there's that I need to think about now. But how do I get down here without dying? I don't think I can. There's over there, but wait, hold on, there is over there. Can I climb that? Oh. It looks climbable, but you never know until you try. Okay. The bat is realized. The bat. The guy realized to you know, actually be a problem. He just flew directly above me and then stopped. Right, we're gonna give this a go. If it doesn't work, it's fine. Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Yes. Oh, I love when things work out nicely. Oh my god. Okay, now I am getting reminiscent of the Tibet tomb. Game! Oh yes, I love the part in Tomb Raider 2's DLC where I take a lot of damage. I don't like the walls here actually that much. Game, you don't have to use the spider enemies, you know. They could have just been a one-off. Like, you had that awful room in that one level. You don't have to bring them back. You can just be done with them, and then they never come back. That sounds great. I don't think you need to bring back the spiders. I know we're deep underground. I know spiders are things you encounter deep underground, but you also encounter spiders in other places as well, so I don't see why you need to use them here, okay? You can just not. You can just not use them. That sounds splendid. Oh, okay, we're done. Well, if we do encounter spiders, that's going to be a future Flower problem. What great, wonderful, I can't wait. Oh, poor Flower. Gonna have an awful time with some spiders in a minute. Oh, okay, we're falling. Oh, great. Well, this might be worse than where I spawned in level 2, but that'll be future Flowers problem. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time for some more Tomb Raider 2. Ciao for now, and... Well, I wanted Lara to look at the camera, but she didn't want to. Okay, bye-bye!